Hello everyone! In the following video, Matt and I review an ELR entitled The Settler's Trail, based on the criteria established by Section B. Hello, I'm going to review the following ELR, The Settler's Trail, from the perspective of a kid. The first thing I'm going to want to do is ensure that tutorials has a green check mark, because I would imagine that my teacher would want me to have the helpful hints along the way. But before I click play the game, I might find that the surrounding website called Arcade Web is a little bit distracting. I might be inclined to click on other games instead of staying on task. If I am on task, I would click Play Game. I really like that the cursor is a glove, that the background is a piece of wood, and that the buttons and text is nice and big. The next step is to read these helpful hints that'll tell me what I need to do next. I especially like that I have an opportunity to choose which characters I want to bring along on my journey. Underneath, when you scroll over each person, it gives you a little description beneath that tells you what they're good at, what skills they have, and how they can help you along the way. Once I have selected my party members based on their profession, their health, their encounter perks, and their forage perks, I can continue. As a student, I might have trouble understanding certain vocabulary words like forage and encounter. Before I begin, I need to read some more helpful hints. As a student, I might find that there's too much text and I just want to play. Here, I can choose the speed at which I need to go. However, my teacher might give me a certain pace that I have to go, and I might not have a choice. Next, I get to visit the trading post, where I get to learn about the different resources that I need to bring along and how to balance my budget. Here, it looks like I have food, weapons, maps, tools, rope, and a torch. I think that should be enough. The next thing I'm going to want to do is turn off the sound. And now I get to play. Although it took me a while to get here, I think it'll be fun now that I am. It looks like I've encountered my first challenge. I like this game because I encounter real challenges and I get to learn about the different problems that people would have run in on their journey west. The decisions I make will affect the people in my party and whether or not I can go on. It looks like my only choice is Thirsty Travelers. It would be better if I had a choice to choose one of these. And so the game, it looks like, will continue on, and I'll continue to hit different challenges. But it looks like I survived the first month. Yippee!
Ah, well, hello there. Me and Francis were just checking out this here Settler's Trail game. We thought that you'd seen it already from the perspective of a student, and we give it a shot from the perspective of a teacher. Now y'all sit back and get ready to see some here settlers. You ready, Francis? Don't give me a lip, boy. I'll toss you through the darn window over there.
Alright, so seriously, the first thing you're probably going to want to do is to stop the music. Unfortunately, you have to get into the game a bit before you even get that option. So there's going to be a little flurry of notes coming out of all 30 computers in the lab if you do it there, or make students wear headphones, or they can just do it at home. I was trying to think of what kind of standard this program might fit into for the 8th grade year for U.S. history, I found standard 8.8. Students analyzed the divergent paths of the American people in the West from 1800 to the mid-1800s and the challenges they faced. One of the things this game kind of covers pretty well specifically is the challenges they faced, because it's all just facing challenges and using your resources or your manpower to overcome them.
So one complaint I could see teachers having is that there's really not a lot of factual content in this game. They're not going to learn about any laws or dates. There's not even really a map. So that won't help them very much. But one of the things I did like is that everyone's got a 1800s outfit on, and they're not running into space aliens or anything like that. The problems seem pretty realistic, so while they won't learn too many facts about the time, they'll get kind of an impression of what it was like to live at this time and how people looked and what the environment looked like and stuff like that. Lastly, if you're really concerned about English learners, there are some words they probably would have trouble with. That was mentioned earlier by Sam. One of the nice things, though, is that even if a kid doesn't really know what a word means, what they make you do after seeing the word will pretty clearly explain what that is. Also, there's lots of visuals to go along with everything, little icons to go along with all your resources, so you could get by with this game without actually reading a lot of the words. You don't have to worry about any documentation to go along with this game because it's entirely online. So, if you have an up-to-date browser, you can run it on any platform you want, and you won't need to have some kind of instruction manual to tell you how to properly install it. We will show you the URL, and all you will have to do is go to this website in whichever browser you choose, and you should be able to start playing. Thank you very much for listening to this review.